Hello, I'm Travelin Tony, and this is the Travelin Tony channel. I am here in Abilene, Texas, with my insurance agent at State Farm, and my insurance agent is Samuel Garcia. I've known him for about 20 years, maybe more, but he's always done me right, whether it was house or auto insurance. So if you're looking for somebody, it doesn't have to be in your state or in your city. This guy will take care of you. They've always taken care of us. And so I will let you talk to this gentleman, and he'll tell you all about himself and the company. Take it away, Mr. Garcia.
Hey Tony, how are you? Hey, and thanks for stopping by. This is a great opportunity for me to be able to talk about. First of all, talk to one of my long-term clients. Tony and Shirley have been customers of mine for a long time. I've been here in Abilene on this agency for 20 years here at 401 North Willis here in Abilene. And the one thing that I've done, I've been with State Farm 31 years. I have experience in being an adjuster for about 7 years, and then I owned another agency in Marlin, Texas, for about 4 years. So put all those years together, it comes up to my anniversary this past December of 31 years for State Farm.
That's great. Where's Marlin, Texas at?
Marlin is just south of Waco. It's I'm an Aggie, so it's on Highway 6 headed down to College Station. So all Aggies know where Marlin is.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. So I owned an agency there for about 4 or 5 years, and then came and bought the agency here in Abilene. But no, this has been a great career for me and my family. My wife Norma, we've been married 29 years, and I have two kids, Andrew and Catherine. They're both Abilene High graduates. Andrew.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
That
fine.
sounds like that Cooper in me coming out. Cooper High School came out in me just a minute. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
That's all right. Andrew is a graduate of Abilene High, and he's a graduate of Texas A&M University. He's an accountant with KPMG, and my daughter Catherine is also an Aggie. She graduated from Texas A&M in communications journalism, and she actually right now is the weekend anchor for KRBC, and so she's a journalist. And I've been in this business a long time. You know, the one thing about the insurance business, financial service business, is that who you are is going to dictate how successful you are. Because in my business, if my customers don't know me and they don't trust me, I can't get very far. You guys have always talked about, you've been with me a lot of years. Well, people, this is a business where insurance is very expensive, especially in Texas with our weather, with the way that grass fires happen. I mean, there's a lot of things that happen here in Texas that cause insurance to be very expensive. And so when people are paying you that much money, they deserve so much. They deserve good service. They deserve to be able to talk to you when they need to. They need to be able to go over their policies when they need to. And when you do that and you're available and you treat everybody that walks in the door with a common good courtesy, then you get to know them and you develop a relationship. I mean, I've known Tony for 20 years, and I know we've talked about more than insurance in the past. I remember
That's right.
having a fundraiser one time. It was a
Yes.
basketball tournament, and he says, "Hey, Sammy, can you help out with sponsorships?" Well, that's a big thing for me. Anything that I can do, usually with sponsorships, when it has to do with kids, because I remember you were focusing on young people. I usually try to participate, even if it's in a small way. To me, if we don't support our community as a business owner, then you can come into this business and just say, well, I'm going to make a lot of money, or I'm going to try to make a lot of money. But it's not about that. It's about making sure that you're a part of this community, and to be a part of it, you have to give back. I've been blessed here in Abilene to run a good business for a long time, and I always feel it's important to give back. So even my customers, I have given me opportunities to support them and support the causes that they've had. I firmly believe that when we treat each other with that kind of respect, and we don't look at our customers as just dollar signs. We look at them as friends and neighbors. Just like, I know it sounds corny, but the like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right.
It's something that that's what we do here. We treat people with courtesy, even when they're not our customers. Sometimes we get people come in from out of state that have had an accident and they have State Farm where they're at and they need help. Well, just come on in. We'll help you, get started or help you contact your agent, do that kind of thing. So you have to treat everybody with a lot of respect, and in order to really do that, because people have to trust you, and trust me, when you do right by people, word gets around.
Exactly. That's why we trust you, Samuel,
Right.
and that's why we've been with you for 20 years. Because I've lived in this town, of course, like I said, we've been in the house that we own now for 31 years, and we've had to have our roof replaced at least twice, maybe 3 times. I don't remember. And each time, State Farm took care of us. So we've had hail damage, not just on our roof, but on our car too.
Right.
So hey, that's why I'm still with you.
Right. Well, here in Abilene, you don't say if you get hail damage, you say when
When.
you get it, because you're going to get it if you live
Right.
in this area. And we've had some major hailstorms here. In 2011, I still remember Easter 2011, hail the size of baseballs. And
Destroyed a lot of downtown.
a lot of. And remember the one in 2014? That one, people actually got hurt, got hit by that hail. I remember some buildings downtown, like you said, that had roofs that were 100 years old. They were just destroyed, clay roofs. And so I remember I had a customer that had a metal carport that hail went through.
Right.
We've had some serious storms here. And you know what? That's when you really find out about your agency and your company.
Right.
You really find out, are they really going to stand there? Because you paid up all this money for all these years, but when we have tragedies like that, the tornado that happened in 2019,
You're right.
found that out. I mean, I didn't even know it happened. When I woke up, I just saw debris everywhere, and so you find out really what kind of company do you have and the people, and can you get a hold of them? That's the other thing. So that's one thing about this business. I don't talk a whole lot about policies and those kind of things on a daily basis. Most of the time, I'm just communicating with people. We're just talking about ordinary things that happen in their lives and what can we do to make sure that we take care of them. Because, like I said, they pay a lot of money. It doesn't matter what insurance you're with. So you need to make sure that you have a quality person and somebody that you can count on, somebody you can know. Because you can buy this stuff online and you can buy it over the phone. But there's no telling who you're talking to, where they're at.
And speaking about talking to, one thing we love, my wife and I love about you and your company is that, you hear about a doctor having bedside manner. You can have insurance manners too, because sometimes you can be rude or talk down to somebody or try to talk above their head and make them feel like they're, don't know anything. And with you guys, y'all talk to us in a way that we understand you and not trying to belittle us or make us feel like we're stupid or whatever. And we like that about y'all guys. Y'all just talk to us, one person to another person, face to face. No matter how much education you have over us, you don't try to use that and say, oh, hey, I'm smarter than you guys and let me talk to you this way. You talk to us so we can understand and make the policy clearer. And we just love the way you talk to us when we look at our paperwork to see whether we want to move up or move down or we're going to stay where we're at. And when you take care of us, we love that.
Well, it's all about treating people just like you would your neighbor, your friend.
Yes.
And when you do that, you wouldn't do that to your friends or neighbors. Whenever so that's how we treat people when they walk in the door. They're our friends and they're our neighbors because they are. They actually live close to us in our same community, and they're our friends. It's more than just insurance. So it's actually not hard. I don't know if I could have done this business for as long as I have if it was just about the business and the details and trying to show off how smart we are and what we know.
Yes.
It's not what I enjoy. I love just talking to people and getting to know them and know that they're families too. That's the other part. This has been so much fun in the last 30 years. I get invited to weddings and quinceañeras, and I get to know who's had what baby, and it's
like part of the family.
Part of the family, and there's been many a time that I've gone to a lot of events because the family has invited me, and they always say, well, I invited my insurance agent. I said, no, you invited your friend. And I always remind them that you don't have to call me your insurance agent. You can call me it's okay to call me your friend, because there's times when and that is to me the biggest honor. I tell people a lot of times when people renew their policies, I really appreciate that, and that's it. But you want to know what the true honor is when somebody invites you to come over to their house and have dinner or a party or a wedding or something like that.
Yes.
You know that you have become part of their lives. And so I'm always truly honored for that. And if I have an opportunity to go, trust me, I'll go.
Well, we're going to give you that opportunity. Me and my wife, we're going to invite you over to our house because my wife's a great cook.
Oh.
And there's just two of us in our home. And we love to entertain and have people over. And my wife loves to cook for other people. And I like to entertain and practice my ability that I think I'm a comedian. I'm an unpaid, unemployed comedian. So I'll give you a couple of jokes while you're eating. Whether you laugh or not, that's okay. But I just tell you that would be a great idea for you to have you over and a fellowship with you. And I thank you so much, Samuel, for giving me this opportunity to let YouTube and Facebook know who you are in Abilene, Texas, that you're a good insurance agent. Wow. And you will take care of your customers like they were your brother or your sister.
That's right. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Garcia.
Same here.